Welcome to C News, where we bring you the real stories behind the headlines. No filters, no fluff, just the facts with a dash of wit and a pinch of perspective. Today, we're diving into the wildfire of controversy sparked by Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's latest humanitarian efforts. While some are quick to label them as disaster tourists, we're here to unpack the truth, sift through the drama, and ask the big question: are they heroes, opportunists, or simply two people trying to make a difference? Stick around, because this story is hotter than a California summer. Here at C News, we don't just deliver the news, we dissect it, debate it, and deliver it with a fresh perspective that'll make you think, laugh, or maybe even raise an eyebrow. From evacuation centers to social media smackdowns, we'll explore how Harry and Meghan turned criticism into action and showed the world what real dedication looks like. But hey, don't just take our word for it, join the conversation, because your voice matters here. So, hit that subscribe button, tap the bell for notifications, and buckle up for an episode that goes beyond the headlines. If you're tired of sensationalism and ready for a little substance with your scoop, you've found your people. At C News, we're not just reporting, we're reshaping the way you see the stories that shape our world. Let's get into it. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle were no strangers to controversy, but their response to the recent California wildfires revealed a deeper, more personal side of the couple that often went unnoticed. The wildfires had swept across the region with devastating ferocity, leaving thousands displaced and entire communities in ruins. As images of charred landscapes and displaced families dominated headlines, the Sussexes decided to step in, not as celebrities, but as concerned residents and advocates for change. Their involvement began quietly. Reports emerged that Harry and Meghan had visited evacuation centers, speaking with families who had lost everything. Witnesses described how the couple sat with victims for hours, listening to their stories and offering words of comfort. Meghan, who had spent much of her life in California, spoke openly about her connection to the state and her heartbreak over the destruction. Harry, too, expressed his deep empathy, drawing on his experiences with global humanitarian efforts to connect with those in need. However, their efforts were not without criticism. Actress Justine Bateman sparked controversy when she labeled Harry and Meghan as disaster tourists, accusing them of exploiting the tragedy for publicity. Her remarks quickly gained traction, leading to a flurry of debate on social media. Critics questioned the Sussexes' motives, while supporters rallied behind them, highlighting their history of philanthropy and community engagement. Amid the storm of criticism, Harry and Meghan remained focused on their mission. They partnered with local organizations to provide immediate relief, coordinating the delivery of food, clothing, and essential supplies to affected areas. The couple also used their platform to raise awareness about the long-term challenges faced by wildfire victims, including mental health support and rebuilding efforts. Through their Archwell Foundation, they pledged financial assistance to recovery programs and advocated for sustainable solutions to prevent future disasters. One particularly poignant moment occurred during a visit to a small community that had been nearly wiped out by the fires. Residents recounted how Harry and Meghan arrived unannounced, dressed casually and ready to work. They helped distribute donations, assisted in cleanup efforts, and spent time with children who had been traumatized by the disaster. A local volunteer shared how Meghan had knelt down to comfort a young girl who had lost her home, reassuring her that brighter days were ahead. She wasn't just here for a photo op, the volunteer said. She genuinely cared. Despite the positive impact they made, the media coverage remained divided. Tabloid headlines alternated between praising their dedication and questioning their sincerity. Commentators debated whether their actions were genuine or a calculated attempt to repair their public image. For Harry and Meghan, however, the focus was never on public perception. Friends close to the couple revealed that they had been deeply moved by the stories of resilience and survival they encountered during their visits. Their efforts, they said, were driven by a shared belief in the power of community and the importance of standing in solidarity with those in need. In the days that followed, Harry and Meghan's response to the wildfires sparked broader discussions about the role of public figures in times of crisis. Should celebrities be held to a higher standard of accountability, or should their contributions be celebrated regardless of intent? The Sussexes' actions also highlighted the growing need for sustainable solutions to address the increasing frequency and intensity of natural disasters fueled by climate change. Through it all, Harry and Meghan remained steadfast in their commitment to service. They continued to support recovery efforts long after the media attention had faded, working behind the scenes to ensure that the affected communities received the help they needed. Their journey was a testament to the idea that true leadership lies not in seeking praise, but in taking meaningful action to uplift others. In reflecting on their efforts, a local community leader summed it up best: Harry and Meghan showed up when it mattered most. They listened, they helped, and they gave hope to people who felt forgotten. That's what real service looks like. The story of their response to the California wildfires serves as a reminder that in times of crisis, compassion and kindness can make all the difference. Justine Bateman, a seasoned actress and vocal critic of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, found herself at the center of a fiery debate after accusing the couple of being disaster tourists in the wake of the California wildfires. Her comments sparked a wave of backlash as many questioned her own contributions to the relief efforts while she was busy scrutinizing others. But what exactly was Bateman doing to support those affected by the devastating fires? The answer is as complex as the actress herself. In public interviews and on social media, Bateman positioned herself as a staunch advocate for wildfire awareness and prevention. She frequently shared posts about climate change and its role in exacerbating natural disasters, urging her followers to take action. Bateman's criticisms of the Sussexes stemmed, she claimed, from a desire to highlight the performative nature of some celebrity philanthropy. However, critics were quick to point out that raising awareness wasn't the same as rolling up one's sleeves and helping on the ground. Despite her vocal presence online, tangible examples of Bateman's direct involvement in wildfire relief were sparse. Reports indicated that she had donated to a few wildfire relief organizations and participated in virtual panels discussing long-term environmental solutions. While these efforts were commendable, they paled in comparison to the hands-on work of other public figures who had actively engaged with affected communities. Instead, much of her time seemed dedicated to dissecting the actions of Harry and Meghan, leading many to question whether her critiques were constructive or simply a way to remain in the spotlight. The public's reaction was divided. Some applauded Bateman for using her platform to spark a conversation about authentic activism, while others accused her of hypocrisy. "It's easy to point fingers when you're sitting in the comfort of your home," one Twitter user remarked. "What are you doing to help these families rebuild their lives?" This sentiment echoed across various platforms, as people demanded more than just words from those criticizing others. Meanwhile, those affected by the wildfires continued to rebuild their lives with the support of community leaders, volunteers, and organizations that prioritized action over opinion. While Bateman's voice added to the broader discussion about celebrity involvement in humanitarian crises, it also served as a reminder that real impact comes from showing up and doing the work, not just talking about it. In the end, the story of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's response to the California wildfires isn't just about their actions, it's about the broader message they sent to the world. In the face of tragedy, they chose compassion over convenience, action over optics. While their critics, like Justine Bateman, spent time debating the sincerity of their motives, Harry and Meghan were out there listening, comforting, and making a tangible difference. Their presence in evacuation centers and their dedication to recovery efforts demonstrated that they weren't just celebrities passing through, they were individuals deeply committed to uplifting those in need. Despite the noise from detractors, the Sussexes have consistently shown that their platform is more than just a stage for self-promotion. From their financial contributions to their advocacy for sustainable solutions, they used their influence to spotlight the urgent issues surrounding natural disasters. Meghan's heartfelt conversations with displaced families and Harry's hands-on approach revealed a side of them often overshadowed by tabloid headlines. They reminded the world that leadership isn't about perfection, it's about showing up when it matters most. As the smoke clears and the fires subside, the impact of Harry and Meghan's efforts will remain etched in the hearts of those they touched. Their story is a testament to the power of empathy and action in the face of adversity. While others chose to critique, they chose to contribute. And in doing so, they proved that even in a world of cynicism, there is still room for genuine acts of kindness and service. The question isn't whether Harry and Meghan are perfect, it's whether they're trying to make the world a better place. And by all accounts, the answer is a resounding yes.